So now that you know you have your will in place, it's also a great time to talk about another important document, which is a power of attorney. When we mention powers of attorney, people often automatically think of an elderly grandparent who may be suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia and is no longer able to look after their own affairs. Whilst this is unfortunately relatively common, it's not the only use of a power of attorney. The classic example is a young person who's had an accident and is now in a coma in hospital. If they're in that position, then the family may not be able to transact on the bank account and certainly wouldn't be able to talk to your superannuation or insurance providers about a possible claim. Having a power of attorney document, however, would allow the family to do this on your behalf if you're incapable of doing it yourself. There are two types of powers of attorney. The first is a general power of attorney. This allows someone else to make financial decisions on your behalf if you're not able to, and it can be set for a specific period. So for example, if you were going to go overseas for a 6-month holiday and you understood that a property may be purchased or sold in that period, a general power of attorney would allow someone else to act on your behalf here in Australia while you're overseas. The thing with a general power of attorney is that it is only in relation to financial decisions. So what about the bigger picture? An enduring power of attorney, on the other hand, as the name suggests, is something which is much longer lived. It will stay in place for as long as you wish it to. An enduring power of attorney will give someone the ability to make both financial decisions and also personal health decisions in relation to you. These might be things like where you were to live if you were going to be permanently incapacitated. It doesn't address the issues of are you able to continue on life support or not. Those sorts of issues are covered by an advanced health directive. An advanced health directive is something that you can make in consultation with your GP or specialist, and it will look at things like what sort of treatment you want to receive or don't want to receive in the event of certain medical events happening. So think about whether you are strongly in favour of being kept on life support at all costs, or whether you are very strongly against that happening. These sorts of medical decisions can be all set out prior to you suffering the event in your advanced health directive. So an advanced health directive may work hand in hand with your enduring power of attorney to make sure that your wishes are carried out even though you're no longer able to tell people exactly what you would want to have happen. It's really important that you consider who you appoint as your enduring power of attorney, as the position comes with a great deal of responsibility and it needs to be someone that you trust implicitly. The person who's your enduring power of attorney can buy and sell your property, operate your bank accounts, and make a whole host of other decisions, so you need to have implicit trust in that person. When most people talk about trust, they automatically will assume it's a family member. It might be their parents, and the problem with this approach is that you need to be assured that the person you're appointing is not going to be at risk of mental incapacity themselves at the same time you are. So if you become incapacitated without a power of attorney, then your family would face a very difficult task. They would then need to apply through the court system for letters of administration. This is effectively a court process allowing them to be appointed as your attorney. It's a much easier and quicker process for your family if you've taken those steps now to establish your power of attorney, rather than them having to go through the court system to be appointed at a time when you've been incapacitated and they have other worries. As always, if you have any questions in relation to establishing a power of attorney, feel free to contact us or contact your solicitor and talk it through with them.